After last night's surprise majority win by the Ontario Liberals, the impact is starting to sink in, including the possible impact those Liberal gains might have on the federal election next year. Havard Gould reports.
A triumphant Kathleen Wynne showed up for work this morning as the first woman to be elected Premier in Ontario history and the first openly gay Premier to be elected in Canada.
I'm waiting for the easy day in political life. This may be the closest to it.
Now, there is a lot of discussion about what Wynne's victory signals for next year's federal election. Her campaign, emphasizing spending and social programs, managed to scoop up Conservative seats.
Ontario is a province that tends to be a bellwether for the rest of the country in terms of federal tendencies. So political parties federally have to pay attention to the results of this election.
Order! Including the federal Conservatives, who will need to have a lot more success in Ontario than their provincial cousins did.
Look, the federal Conservative campaign looking ahead in Ontario to the next campaign is always going to be a tricky piece. The federal Conservatives won a lot of seats in the Toronto area by very thin margins.
But there's another theory that Kathleen Wynne's victory may give the federal Tories exactly what they need to win votes and seats in Ontario.
Stephen Harper, as a Conservative, is disappointed that Conservatives lost, but I think privately he's actually quite happy that Kathleen Wynne was returned to Queen's Park. He has a foe now at Queen's Park to point the finger at for all the economic woes that Ontario is going through.
But I will not be leading the Ontario PC Party into the next election campaign.
Ontario Conservative leader Tim Hudak's plan to tackle those woes with austerity was rejected by voters. And now the speculation has started as to who might replace Hudak. Rick Dykstra is among the federal Conservative MPs whose names are being bandied about.
Well, it's been 12 hours since the election, so I haven't really put a lot of thought to it. I probably will put some thought to it and see what comes of it.
Wynne plans to have the Ontario legislature back in session in less than 3 weeks, so she can introduce the same budget that was rejected before the election, when she didn't have the majority she has now. Havard Gould, CBC News, Toronto.